Hello everyone, my name is Caden, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time, we completed Frau's ending, which ended up being a complete roller coaster of an ending, geez a Pete. But hey, now we're on to the next ending, which I don't know who it is, but let's figure it out. We're starting here, and I don't... Actually, a part of me kind of wants to... almost kind of wants to reset, just so I know who I'm actually reading as. I'm desperately wishing... Is this... Is this Irie? I'm gonna assume it's Irie for now.
Wishing for the wintry sky, for the chilly winds, for the powdery snow that descends and melts. I'm desperately waiting. This is my dream. But having it snow isn't enough. It snows here too. The snow might be special in and of itself, but it's not super special. I want to be like a miracle. For example, a Christmas Eve blanket in white powdery snow. Snow feels so much more romantic when it falls on that specific day, doesn't it? Some people say that simply marks a date on the calendar. But I believe that dates are important. For a long, long time, people have applied meaning to their days. Each day with its own purpose. And out of the 365 days that form a year, people have given special meaning to certain specific days. So that they can celebrate those days joyfully, so they can make precious memories with loved ones. Those days serve as something to work toward for the year, to be excited for. Those days serve as something to work toward for the next year, to be excited for. My body could fall apart at any moment. I think it would be better if I disappeared, but I'd like to try and last until Christmas Eve. It's the one day that I love more than my own birthday. Experiencing a white Christmas Eve in a place where snow rarely falls would be a true miracle. I still believe in that miracle, and so every year I check the weather forecast a week ahead of the time. Oh, weather forecast. Let's snow this year on December 24th. Can you make this one day out of the year extra special? I'm desperately wishing. Wishing for the wintry sky. For the chilly winds. For the powdery snow that descends and melts.
Well, that was interesting. December 11th, oh boy. Let me open up the guide. I have to keep my iPad off because it's low on charge. I left the charger downstairs. Let's see what Tuipo has. This year's Winter Kamima. This year's Winter Kamima has a lot more people from the Gunvarl fandom than I expected. I thought it would be a lot less, but now I'm actually thinking about going. It wasn't a dead series after all. Have you gone before is what I should reply with. I'm still also a bit sick, so apologize if I sound sniffly. In fact, I'm very sniffly today, so if this episode ends up being shorter as well, that's why. I really can't get a break when it comes to illness recently, can I? I'm hoping to get better soon, though. Frau Kojiro Factory will not have a new issue. I mean that happened and I wasn't planning to participate. TBH keeping Kamima running despite Tokyo being in total chaos is crazy in a good way, lol. Still selling analog thin books. Finished testing, last test of my high school career, I think, but the results are going to be bad. It doesn't matter what I answer for this. I think. Check. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Ending with the... No, let's do with... No need to get depressed. Have you gone before? I heard that's a no newcomers allowed sort of event. Is that true? Damn it, testing period ended and it's back to regular schedule. Goodbye, paradise. Even in Tanegashima, it's cold in the winter. I thought it was the same as Okinawa and would be like summer, though if you think about it, we are 500 kilometers away from Okinawa, so it's natural that it's a different temp. The governor announces that surface robot safety has been confirmed. The number of congressmen saying we should lower the amount of service robots has decreased. Seems like it's going to end with nothing changing. Even if a bill for service robots was brought up, it would probably take over a year to get it cleared. By then, the expo would have already passed, so it wouldn't matter. I can't scroll. They added more to prepare for next year's expo, so it isn't realistic to get rid of them at this time. So they're going to leave over 10 million people in danger while the expo is going on. I don't think there will be more solar storms coming in. 15 and 19 were said to be the worst, but we got past that. The sun should be calming down moving forward. I heard somewhere that you should be careful for solar storms in 2020. The get rid of service robots side must be people who lost their jobs to robots anyway. It's unjustified resentment based on misunderstanding. I saw with my own eyes robots marching toward Kasumigasaki when the blackout hit. Since then, I'm afraid of robots. It scares me seeing them walking around in the city. I don't care about the locals fearing robots, but there will be more people visiting from overseas when the expo's here. What are they going to do when the robots attack people? It could turn into international news.
Jag kan inte nibbling.
Nothing in here. Even with finals finished, the classroom is filled with intense energy. Guys, finals are over, aren't they? It's the end of the road. So why do you all look like you're getting ready for war? I mean, exams are done, yet so many of my classmates are still face first in their textbooks. Look, I know, I'm not an idiot. I know exactly why they all look so desperate. I've done my best to pretend not to notice, but it's already the end of the year. Next month is the Kagoshima Uni entrance exam. Almost half our school students will be doing battle with that beast. Apparently, they're all going to be checking into a hotel a few days earlier and studying together. The tense energy surrounding them is currently enveloping the classroom. People who've already gone accepted, those getting a job, and those going to specialized schools all understand. They know how tough it is for the exam takers, so they stay quiet. As for me, I haven't yet decided what I'm going to do. I realize it's nothing to be proud of. I mean, I am the Robotics Club after all. But seeing everyone else work really hard in anticipation for their entrance exams leaves me feeling kind of pressured. Akio likely strikes the side of her Pokecom with an upset expression. A second ago, she came over to tell me that Misumi would be on the news soon. I guess she wanted to show me a live stream of the conference or something.
Something's wrong. It won't display properly. Could be because of the solar storm? I heard it's been affecting Pokecoms and stuff.
Jo's been coming over to our classroom to hang out during breaks these days. Not with any particular objective in mind, she just kind of wanders in and chats and then disappears. Part of it might be because the Juna bodyguard squad is studying for their entrance exams. Juna's going straight into the workforce. Apparently, Mr. Candy told her that if she wanted a job, she had it. I remember her telling me that the president was kinda hard to deal with. Funny how things turn around. Come to think of it, Kono-chan. Kono-chan was saying that some of her PCs broke. She was really mad and said stuff like, "Go die, Solar Storm."
Well, it was a pretty big one. The ISS actually fell. China has widespread Asian death. They're saying the solar storm's behind that too.
Juna suddenly looks a lot more alive as she delves into urban legends. Although it's unclear if they're still just that, her favorite topic of discussion.
Mizuhara-san was saying that the Asian death situation is the largest recorded in history.
That's the dandy meteorologist that appears on weather forecasts all the time. He's big with housewives.
This isn't just their problem either. The dust is making its way to Japan. There's also data saying that the Kanto region has been losing lots of daylight time in the past couple weeks. It's all the Solar Storm's fault. I'll never forgive you, Solar Storm.
It's this very moment that I realize Akio and Frau are on the same level. It's only a matter of time before she starts assigning an actual personality to the Solar Storm.
Wait, is she the reason why Iburo is constantly in maintenance these days?
And there you have it, the storm is now she. That literally took 14 seconds.
I was told that I'd have to pay money to get any solar storm related problems fixed.
Wait. I had to sneeze, but I lost it.
I heard that or buy brand new ones. You should let us trade for a new one for free.
Even people like us who are nowhere near Tokyo are having problems, huh? Right? That means there are probably hundreds of thousands of people in Tokyo who have issues too. If they replace all our Pokecoms for free, the entire industry world would collapse.
Yeah, I guess. I can't afford to pay for repairs. I already got an advance on my New Year's money, plus half a year's allowance.
Yet you still manage to buy a skull every single day.
My parents give me 150 yen a day as a show of mercy.
Hold up, isn't that kind of a lot? That means you're getting 4,000 yen a month. Aki-chan, not cool.
Calm down, Yoshio-kun. You know we gotta stop this girl's ritual of drinking a skull a day.
Is that so? Jeez, I always forget that she's the daughter of the chief of TNSC. She's so spoiled. Akio clearly has no idea what I'm thinking as she dejectedly looks at her Pokegum. Ugh.
I guess I'll just have to deal with it for now. Is yours acting up, Kai?
Nah, I had mine repaired last month.
What? You didn't ask me to come along.
I did, but you said you were too busy making parts for Model 2.
Is that so? This must be in Solar Storm's fault, too. Anyway, the press conference is about to start. Can we use your Pokecom to watch it?
What sort of conference is Misani putting on anyhow?
It's about the rampaging hug incidents that were all the buzz during summer break.
I do remember that. I recall Misani surrounded by reporters and getting pummeled with hard questions.
The court hearings for that start today.
Gotcha. This might be worth checking out then. I opened up the Nico Nico livestream just as Akio instructed. Oh, it's you! This is entirely unrelated. Please do not conflate things, as it can lead to confusion. Our hugs are different from those made by Robotics industry. They do not utilize a cloud server. And as a result of the crash of 15, our hugs are built to counteract EM waves from solar storms. In fact, not one of our company's hugs have malfunctioned as a result of last month's storm. Our company's policy is to avoid cloud-based OSs for as long as the security doesn't meet our standards. Then what do you believe caused the hugs to go out of control last summer? I must refrain from commenting on that due to the ongoing court hearing.
Darn, I guess Big Sis isn't showing up.
It's the other guy, Sawada, I think his name was. And just like that, Akio's lost all interest. Guess our president doesn't much care about where her sister works. Or that this high-profile case might have a long-lasting implication on society. But then again, I understand why her head is filled with Misani. Last month's storm hit Kanto pretty hard. Its infrastructure hasn't fully recovered, and there were fatalities. Amidst all of that, Akio still hasn't been able to get in touch with Misani. She's been endlessly worried this whole time. Couldn't she at least call us to let us know she's okay during emergencies like this? She barely appears on TV anymore. I've been passing the baton off to Akio, but maybe I should try getting in touch with her too. But will she ever pick up?
Yoshio-kun, Sanomiya-san.
In comes Kobayashi, our homeroom teacher. She calls for Akio and me. She also doesn't sound particularly pleased.
You're both staying after school. Get ready for some career counseling. What? But we have a club too. No excuses. Do you guys have any idea the situation you're in right now? You two are the only ones who haven't decided on a career path yet. You're staying after school. End of story.
And just like that, she's gone. Did she really have to yell across the classroom? That felt a whole lot like a public execution. And of course, the students have already decided on their career paths are looking over at us and grinning.
Kawa-san was twice as peeved as usual today.
Koba-san is our homeroom teacher's nickname, short for Kobayashi-sensei.
Maybe the vice principal is pulling the strings again.
Akio's got a head for conspiracy theories like I do, albeit on a much smaller scale.
I mean, I'm actually a bit surprised, you haven't chosen your career paths yet.
Both Aki-chan and I kind of suck like that.
I refuse to lose. Storm and Surge, Blast the Spirit, Gunbarrel, Chikin!
Job signing me up!
Can't concentrate. Sorry.
Akio gets all mopey after being chewed out by our classmates. There's no point in freaking out now. We just gotta accept things as they come. Though I'm sure some people would refer to that as escaping from reality. So, what am I doing instead of prepping for exams or job hunting? I wish I could tell you that I'm gaming non-stop, but that's not the case. My body is currently being tossed around the freezing ocean. I'm in a wetsuit, but for a weak person like me, the winter ocean is so cold that it's like torture. No, really, it's cold as balls. I desperately struggle my way to the surface of the water. Alright. I thought I'd be drifted far offshore, but the water's still shallow enough for me to stand up in. What in the world am I doing? There's a surfboard floating near me. Hi! Mizuka-san calls my name from the shore. I see her waving me over, so I walk toward her, all while getting tossed around by the waves. After exiting the water, my entire body is overcome by the intense cold, leaving me shivering. I'd rather stay in the water. Oh, you have a new outfit too. Cute. I like the jacket. I like jackets. Jackets are cool. Mizuka-san is waiting for me with a complicated look on her face. Meanwhile, I look like a shaking newborn deer. So, how'd I do? Did I ride the wave?
Do you really want me to answer that? I'm willing to give you an answer if you want one. You sucked. I never thought you'd be this bad sport. You're worse than average. No, seriously, the absolute worst.
I told you at the beginning.
But come on, it's been 3 days. You should be able to stand on the board by now.
Because of my attacks, I typically sat out of PE through most of my school life. Because of that, the boys from my class wouldn't stop saying things like Yashio's just like a girl. After bitter experiences like that, who would want to play sports? As for what I'm doing in this winter wonderland, I'm surfing. That's what. Not because I suddenly decided to become a pro surfer, I couldn't care less about the sport. But one of the unlocked flags for Kimijima Report number 6 is as follows. Ride a wave for 3 or more seconds on a geotagged surfboard. Sure would have been nice to have had this flag during summer. I honestly figured 3 seconds would be no big deal when I stormed into the surfing club. But they didn't take me seriously because I'm in the Robotics club. So I had no choice but to ask Mizuka-san, a first-generation surfing club member. Mizuka-san was reluctant at first, but I managed to drag her out here in exchange for buying 10 passion fruit buns. She even agreed to coach me through the process. Talk about a lifesaver! Or not. I'm on day 3, but Mizuka-san has been a demon since the very start. She even made me want to legit run away multiple times thanks to her try-hard training methods. She's been trash-talking me for over an hour today. Winter days are short. That's why once school ends, I come here to the beach, change in my wetsuit, warm up, and jump into the ocean. Then, like a beat-up old rag, I get thrown around by the waves, swallow a bunch of seawater, and writhe in pain. If I get tired and head back to shore, Mizuka-san is there waiting for me. After a tiny 2-minute break, she sends me back into the ocean. Get back to practice, she says. I mean, yes, I'm the one who asked her to coach me. I didn't have to pay her anything. I only promised to buy 10 passion fruit buns from her. In other words, Mizuka-san is coaching me out of the kindness of her heart, so I can't really complain. But even then, I have some questions about the way she treats non-athletes. Specifically, me.
You're barely watching the waves, Kai. No wonder you can't ride them. Your positioning when waiting for a wave sucks. What were you trying to do by diving right into a break?
How am I supposed to tell at a glance where a break is gonna be?
Plus, I can't move very fast while paddling.
That's why I told you to watch the waves, you dumbass. It's the first thing I told you.
Hey, if I could do all that easy peasy, I wouldn't be struggling this much. How could she expect me to pull off something so technical after just 3 days? Well, I guess this isn't exactly a great spot. The beach that the surfing club uses has waves that are way easier to read. Then why don't you take me there? Not happening. It's best you stay away. If you get in their way, you're the one that's gonna pay for it. Plus, it can get violent when someone who doesn't know the rules wanders into a group of pros. There are apparently rules for surfing. Mizuka-san gave me a basic rundown, but I've forgotten most of them. That's how many there are. The most important of them being that only one person can ride a wave at a time. And that you can't get in the way of someone's path while they're surfing. Needless to say, I'm entirely incapable of following through on either of those. That's why I picked this spot a little ways away from where the good waves are. Oh gee! Thanks! At this rate, you're never going to be able to ride a wave. I'm gonna have to rethink how we approach this. Just, take a break for a bit. Says Mizuka-san, she hands me a towel and walks towards where her car is parked. Wrap it over my shoulders and sit in the sand, holding my knees together while I tremble. I just want to play KB. I'd much rather be doing that than surfing. Or hell, taking a nap at the hangar. Sure, it's still the morning, but whatever. I'm really starting to hate the sadistic Kimijima Ko guy. Screw him and his dumb flags. I hope he's having fun abusing me. On a whim, I whip out my Pokecom from my school bag. Hey! I boot up Iruo.
Created Irie so that she could get to know as much of the world as possible.
What are you talking about? Irie squatted down, seemingly drawing something in the sand. In reality, there's no picture. Irie can't interfere with the real world or even images on Iruo because she's an AR being with no physical body. Even so, she continues to move her fragile, pearl-white hand.
Sister Senpi has also been around the world, but she's only gathering data.
Hey, Irie-chan, what are you doing? For the past 2 days, Irie's been pacing around the beach, talking to herself like this while I surfed.
But so far, Tanegashima is the only place in the world that Irie can go out into. If you're wondering why, it's because the Kimijima reports are doors that Irie can use.
Irie completely ignores my question. Irie-chan, I really hope you're at least watching me surf so you can confirm whether I set the flag or not. Irie finally lifts her face. She gives me a puzzled look and tilts her head. Then she flashes me a bright smile.
But the Kimijima reports only exist on Tanegashima, which means I can only go there.
She's definitely ignoring me. Is she bugging?
Irie can only come and go from these doors. And it's not like Irie's been everywhere around Tanegashima. Irie can only explore within 109.3 meter radius of a door. Plus, Irie doesn't know what the detailed locations of the doors.
I recently noticed that Irie's been acting kind of strange as of late. We used to be able to converse just fine, but she talks a lot to herself these days.
By doors, Irie means the AR notations, Master Lathine, also known as the Kimijima reports. There are a total of 7 Kimijima reports, all spread out around Tanegashima. Master told Irie to go see the world as much as she can. And now for the weather report for this morning through tomorrow, to December 13th, for Tanegashima and Yakushima, Kagoshima Prefecture. Clear skies. Air temperature, high of 14 degrees Celsius, low of 8 degrees Celsius.
And just like that, her usual weather antics start up out of nowhere.
Chance of precipitation, 0%. Mild west winds are expected. Wave height. Sister Centipede doesn't need a door. As long as she has a network, she can gather data.
Could she be... I've had a bad feeling about it for a while now, but I'm guessing my hunch is on the money. Basically, Irie might be bugged.
However, Sister Centipede cannot appear on a network with this appearance. She can only get information.
Kai.
Mizuka-san returns holding a plastic container. The wind's changed directions. Let's go home for today. Ain't no more good waves coming our way. Oh, by the way, I got some surfing lingo for you. Best remember it. Let's get wet. She says, and without hesitation, pours out the contents of the plastic bottle over my head. No worries, she's not pouring oil on me or anything. Nobody's gonna be lit on fire today. It's just warm water. There are no showers on this beach. In order to clean off the sticky seawater, you gotta bring your own H2O. In this case, warm water because it's cold. That's one of those surfer rules. That said, I heard the surfing club gets to use the school shower, so yay for them. Because she poured water all over me out of nowhere, even my Pokecom is soaked. Thank God it's waterproof. Mizuka-san glances at Irie through my screen. But she says nothing. Come on, strip. She says. Mizuka-san, you did this last time too. This is sexual harassment. Can you believe this, punk? Like I care about your flabby naked body, Kai. Can you not use words like flabby? If you're not gonna strip, you're more than welcome to go home sticky. Fine, I'll strip. Why are all the older women in my life so damn scary? I turn my back to Mizuka-san and begin taking off the wetsuit. Needless to say, I'm not actually nude, I'm wearing swim shorts underneath. Oh no, the wetsuit is a hand-me-down from one of Mizuka-san's old surfing buddies. Even though I've washed myself off, I still can't go home yet. I gotta clean the surfboard too. I gotta wash off all the sand and such stuck to it. And so, while I go through the motions, I think to myself, what the hell am I doing? It's a question I know the answer to, as much as I didn't wish. I have to collect all the Kimijima reports. I have to do this. They're not the delusions of a conspiracy theorist. After last month's solar storm, I'm more than sure that it's all true. Yeah. Akio's perspective. Hey.
All right, watch carefully. Don't take your eyes off of it.
Okay, I got it. Hurry up.
Prez, why are you whispering? You got me doing it now.
It makes me feel... Oh, makes us feel more like a secret experiment.
Who cares about that? Just shut up and watch.
You're whispering too, Doc.
Shh. Let's get started. I suppress my nervousness and signal to Doc. He nods, a stern expression on his face. He then flips a test power switch connected to the motor. The motor affixed to the stand starts moving. On occasion, it surges with faint, light blue beams of light. This is the brand new motor that Doc designed and built for Gun Build 2. It's the first servo motor in human history to use a magnet made out of a monopole. But I know it uses monopoles and all, but it kind of lacks impact.
Prez, you're starting to sound like the president of Space Candy.
How's this any different from a regular motor? I thought it was going to be this super powerful tech that goes whoosh, boom, whoosh, whoosh. You know?
Now you just sound like an idiot.
Yep, it's about time to ignore Subaru. Meanwhile, he's sighing out of disappointment, I guess.
A high-powered motor like that would only wreck the gears. You have to think more practically.
He scolded me.
That turned into a level that wouldn't cause problems for Model 2 if it was installed right now. I say tuned, but I've only really done the basics so far.
Can you give us a rundown of its capabilities?
Sure. The definitive difference between the old motor and this one is its output. Compared to the servo motors in Model 1, it can output 10 times more power with the same amount of energy.
10 times!
And even that ain't its full potential. This is playing on the conservative side of things. The monopole is something else.
Interesting. So this thing is scary powerful.
This thing is already 10 times more powerful than the original Model 1.
With this motor, Model 2 will be able to move more than Model 1 using less power.
Says Doc as he shuts it off.
Truth be told, this motor is an outrageous beast, both in capability and price. I couldn't even begin to tell you how much this thing's gonna end up being worth. But something that doesn't exist on Earth, I figure a few 100,000 yen ain't gonna cut it.
Can you give us a ballpark estimate?
I wouldn't be surprised if it went over 100 million.
What? I can't even wrap my head around a number that big. How many skulls could I buy with that kind of money?
More than 600,000 bottles.
Oh, okay. I still can't quite fathom the large sum of money. This one motor uses around 100 monopoles. Doc ground them down and compressed them. He apparently utilized the same process used to make permanent magnets. Show me its insides.
Ugh. I still feel stuffy, gosh dang it. Yeah, this episode's probably gonna be 40 minutes like the previous one. Until I can get better fully. Ugh.
He showed me its insides. The magnet made out of monopoles flickered red like it was alive. Even now, monopoles continue to fall into Uchigaoka Park. It's recently become my job to pick them up. I swing by in the mornings and the afternoons on the way to from school. This used to be Kai's job. And so picking up the monopoles every day led me to discover something. After last month's solar storm, the frequency with which monopoles fall has increased dramatically.
That's concerning. So, every solar storm is gonna make more and more of them fall?
Now we get around 10 to 20 a day. There's no way this is anything but abnormal. All the monopoles sitting around the grass resemble mouse poop, and that's kinda gross to be honest. The neighbors have finally started to take notice of them, but they seem unfazed. People here are pretty chill. Fortunately, nobody from Jax has heard anything yet. I've also been doing my best to avoid having Dad figure out.
We're planning on using a total of 24 servo motors for Model 2.
Hang on. How many? But don't you need like 2,400 monopoles? Because didn't you just say that one of those motors made like... This one motor uses around 100. Yeah, you're gonna need like 2,400. Jeez Pete.
So we still need 4 more? We should be able to wrap this up this month.
Fortunately for us, we have a huge stock of monopoles.
Okay, never mind.
Takes a little bit of time and money to turn them into magnets, but things are going as planned, mostly. To be honest, I'm actually a little worried about whether these motors will really be enough to move Model 2. I find myself wondering if maybe we should raise the number of monopoles we use per motor. I have no clue if using more monopoles would result in more magnetism, so maybe I'm just crazy. Both Subaru and Duck are against the idea.
If we want to finish building Model 2 by the end of the year, we should avoid increasing the number.
But the expo's in February, right? We still have a little bit of leeway.
If possible, I'd like to dedicate the entire next month to setting up the drive system.
Ah, okay. Got it. Alright, Doc, go ahead and mass-produce the same.
Mass produce my ass. You're a goddamn slave driver, I swear. You really think I can make over 20 of these damn things by myself in half a month?
What? Then what are we gonna do?
We've got to take a human wave approach to this. I'll get the island's mechanics to cooperate.
You mean like Old Man Kamada and Old Man Minato?
Yep.
I think we should try to keep the existence of the monopole on the down low if possible.
And there's no way I can accept an order to make over 24 motors by February.
Your call, Prez.
So, if we want to have them used in Model 2's building, we're going to have to tell more people about them, which in turn increases the risk of something bad happening. Because if the wrong people learn about this, we're screwed.
Alright. I'll go to each workshop on the island and personally ask them to agree to a non-disclosure agreement.
What if they don't accept?
And I'll keep at it until they do. If I talk to them about this dream of ours, I'm sure they'll cooperate.
Didn't you tell me that Doc was the only one willing to help with the construction of Gunbill 1?
Well, yeah. And even then, no matter how much I bowed my head to him, he only reluctantly agreed to help. Doc uncharacteristically breaks into a massive smile.
You're damn right I did. I'm probably the only geezer willing to play along with the Bratz project that won't yield me a single damn yen. People got lives, the economy's in the dumps, and the job market's shrinking along with the population. Hell, in the last 5 months, this island has lost half of its workshops. Those old bastards ain't got no time to help you kids out. Not unless you got leverage.
Leverage?
Why don't we try using the monopoles as our carrot on stick? We were going to go public with them eventually anyway. We could give monopole usage rights to all the workshops on the island. We know for a fact that they're going to be a hot commodity in the future. And it could be a good way to help stimulate the island's economic growth too.
This is starting to sound like we're trying to bribe them.
Call it an investment. Or are you suggesting all the island's workshops would be willing to help our club with nothing to gain from it? That's bold, but nonsense. I hope you realize that way of thinking is what got you in trouble with the VP to begin with.
You're starting to remind me of her, Subaru.
From the get-go, I tried to tell you that your way of thinking is naive, Prez.
Actually, he's right. Every time we bumped into each other, he'd say the same thing. He may be helping as a member of the Robotics Club now, but just a few months ago, he was our sworn enemy. I mean, come on, couldn't he agree with me at least once in a while? I'm a little irritated. You big jerk! Try to ruffle up Subaru's hair. He swiftly dodges my lunge. Hey, that's not fair!
Please keep your ruffling to Yashio-senpai. I'm not fond of being a replacement.
The calmness of his totally gets under my skin.
None of you put a sock in it! I don't care how you do it, just go and convince the other workshops to help out. Otherwise, you ain't building no Model 2 by the end of the year. That's all there is to it.
Okay. Time for me to step up to the plate. Just you wait and see, Subaru. Ugh.
Hey. Wait, what's the in-game date? The 13th. Pull up the iPad and see if there's anything of note to worry about. While this goofy music is playing now. No. I can answer however I want. Subaru's still kind of stuck up. Played 1 hour, 10-2, break. Wonder if there are others on the island. If the others on the island will help in the first place, they don't treat us positively. What the fuck? You just have to do something. Whoa, there are a lot of text. Is money really everything? Today's dinner, making a pot of meatballs. Exactly, that is right. Killbed patch version in 0.02, no character adjustments, mainly updates security for online matches. Also considering going open source very soon. I mean, my bad for that thing that happened. Looking for volunteers to imagine servers. Dead serious. Hanju, Chuchushi, and Kiss Pop Dono are probably going to be mad. In the sky! That's the scream of your soul. Ah! What the? I asked Dad about the situation in Tokyo. Looks like it's calming down little by little. He said life is a little inconvenient since electronics don't work and there are more accidents. A little scared about flying. I don't know if another solar storm will happen. As captain, I must think about the safety of my passengers first, so now I fly on the wings of death. But I know I won't die. I refuse to leave behind my loving wife and beautiful son. Rather than that, can you buy some sweet potatoes on the way back? Of course, my lovely wife. As we announced during our press release, Hug is fully protected against solar storms. There are no chances that it will malfunction. It has passed our company's extensive safety tests and received a 4 out of 5 from the Industrial Robot Safety Standards in the EU. Please continue your support. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If we're talking about like robots that are going to be doing exceedingly important tasks, I feel like you want to bump that up to a 5 out of 5. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. We are also continuing our research about any relationships involving the accidents. We will provide any details at a later date. Happiness for You announces major e-reel maintenance on 12/24. We'll be down on maintenance day. Maintenance on Xmas Eve. What is Happiness for You thinking? Are there workers like virgins? What? But really, we can't use it. I want to enjoy being in Finland with my GF on Xmas Eve. Happiness for You, read the room. Maybe they're just loopy from not being 100% back up after the solar storm. The rule won't be working, but we can still use our Pokecoms, right? Then it's fine. Good job, Happiness for You. Amazing service. Hammer of justice to all the normies that are going to enjoy Christmas. Hammer of justice. No. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I can actually continue for today. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to do longer, but I just did not wake up good, and you've been hearing me sniffle all day. And I don't want to force you guys to just listen to me sniffle all day. Hopefully I'll feel better. If I don't feel better by next episode, then all episodes from here on out, until I feel better, are probably just going to be short. Because, again, I want to make sure I have something upload for you guys, but I also don't want to make you listen to me be sniffly the whole time. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace.